Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the Driven Dave channel, and today I'm going to be sprucing up the interior of my Tesla Model 3, and I can't wait to show you what I've got. So let's check it out together. As you can see, here's my steering wheel, and it looks fine. Got about 96,000 miles on it, but it looks fine. Oftentimes you'll see damage to these wheels. Some people, death grip them and everything. I wanted to spiff mine up a little bit, make it look a little more sporty. And my friends at TestLaunch have been nice enough to send me this really cool suede steering wheel cover. And it feels really cool. You can see it matches the shape of the wheel perfectly down here. And it's going to be giving kind of a nice kind of gray accent to the interior, very similar, in fact, identical color to what's on the door panels here. So we're going to be putting that on together, and I'll show you how that works in just a minute. And also, they sent me everything just to make my car cool. So they sent me this really nice, and you can see it's not just a sticker, it's actually like a full piece, and that's gonna cover my cup holders. And then this, as you can see, it's even molded for the little indentation there for for the little grab handle. So that's gonna go there, and then this is gonna go here. And so I'm gonna have a nice, this kind of like suede thing is going to continue all the way from the wireless charging pad all the way down to the center console and the cup holders. And it's just so great. And then the steering wheel cover, that's going to be awesome. And then you can kind of see right here, I'm covering up the old man wood with this really beautiful suede insert here. But wait, there's more. They've also sent me covers for the door panels, and I have the door shut right now just for noise reasons, but I will go through the installation process. You can see it's just got some adhesive here. We're going to be putting that on, so we're going to have kind of this gray suede. We've got it there, we've got it here, we're going to have it on the steering wheel. So I'm super excited. If you want to outfit your car like this, and my friends, it really doesn't cost much. Check my link in the description. I'll pass along any discounts I have for you. You're gonna love it. So let's get into it. Let's put all this on. All right, so what made me really excited about all of this is that it's easy. Like, it's just simple. So we're just gonna start. I didn't get any instructions with this, so I'm just taking my best guess, but I think I'm gonna line up this bottom seam. It seems to be the most logical. So we'll line up the middle of the bottom seam on the steering wheel. And if you've ever had a steering wheel cover in your car, sometimes you have to kind of pull and stretch a little bit just so that because it's always going to be a tight fit, and that's what you want. You don't want this cover slipping around. So getting this to line up just right is going to be a little tricky. So I may go into a time-lapse mode here, and you can share with me in the comments how you like to do it. And just like that, there's my new steering wheel cover. Really cool. It has a nice soft feel in the hand, and especially when you're having to kind of grip for the auto steer, it's really nice. You can see, provides just a little bit of extra kind of traction for your hands. And it makes it a little bit thicker, especially for your like long road trips. This is nice. And as you can see, it's not going to get in the way of the airbag or anything. And I like that it matches the rest of the car, especially with all of these other accessories that I'm going to be installing. So really nice thing. And especially, like I said, a lot of these steering wheels get damaged. So instead of spending, I don't know, $1,000 to replace it, just slap this on, you're good to go. And nobody will know. Nobody will know. All right, well, let's get to the rest of it. All right, so we're going to install this little side trim cover here. And it looks to me like we're just going to remove the adhesive backing here. And I'd also recommend you test fit this first to make sure you have the right side. And it appears that I do. If you have longer fingernails, it helps for this part. There we go. So as you can see, I have the adhesive exposed, and I'm just gonna kind of try and tuck this in. Kind of have to squeeze it in there a little bit. And press it on in. Just like that. Looks like it came factory like that. So I'm going to do the other side, and I think let's shut the door just so we can see how that looks. You'll notice I have the dash cover on, just sitting there basically. Look at that. That looks great. I'm very happy with that. And if the material feels really, really nice. Push that in a little bit, make sure we're fully seated there. That's awesome. That took like literally a minute. That includes taking the adhesive backing off. Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. All right, I'm gonna do the other side off camera at this point. Up in the deleting of the old man wood. And really, I think this is a great thing, especially if you have one of these older Teslas. I mean, I feel like I just bought this in 2022, but you know, the new generation is out, you know, the Highland, if you will. I know Tesla isn't calling it that, but you know what I'm talking about. But I think this is a really nice way to make these older Teslas look modern, you know, to get rid of that wood. Even though, like, part of me really likes this, like traditionally, especially being a child of the 80s, luxury cars always had wood grain. So in a way, I like it. But after seeing this nice kind of suede Alcantara material, I can tell you this just really makes the car look sportier and more modern and just more of the times. So I think this is a nice way of just freshening up the inside, giving it a nice kind of futuristic look. And it's easy, and it's all, you know, if you don't like it, you can change it back. It's easy enough. So if you notice, I'm doing this kind of below the camera here. I apologize, you can't see. So there were 3 of the long adhesive strips and then 1 little one down here. So what I'd recommend, line this up first before you do the install. And so I've already done that, and I know that this piece goes on this side. So I'm just gonna kind of line up the top channel, and then it just kind of drops down, and very unceremoniously, you just wanna push it down into place and let that adhesive do its job. Well, that was that was simple. We like simple. And I'm just kind of adjusting it just ever so slightly, make sure that this bottom seam lines up. And I suppose you could even do this if you wanted to pop the whole panel out. You could do it outside the car, but really no need to do that whatsoever. Now this next part, it's got a little channel here. Hopefully you can see that. And so I'm gonna go on the other side, kind of line that up, and I'll take you with me. All right, so hopefully you can see there's a little kind of lip over there. I'll zoom in a little bit. There you go. You see that? I'm talking like right here. And so first I'm gonna kind of like dry fit it. and just make sure that it slides into place and that it fits properly before I make it, you know, permanent. Yep, looks good. Okay, so now we're just gonna remove these adhesive strips, just like the other side. There. Just missing fingernails. That's all I need. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this seam till it lines up. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump you, friends of the internet. There we go. It looks like I've got that seam going, and then I'm just gonna plop down the rest of this. And you may just need to adjust it just ever so slightly. Check that out. I'm going to show you from the inside of the car how it looks. Check this out. Here's the driver's side. You can see we've got the cool new steering wheel cover. And then check out the dash. And then that goes all the way over to the door. Beautiful. That is great. And I just love the way this feels. That is so nice. And you can see, like, I'm barely touching the wheel, and it's got all that extra grip. It just feels great. Cool. And you can kind of see this. I haven't even put it on yet. It's just sitting here. But that looks terrific too. So we're gonna do that. Let's get on to the final step here. So I'm gonna install this cover first, and I'm just kind of like test fitting it here. Adhesive strips here. And it looks like, I guess if you just kind of press down a little bit, yeah, it will slide. How about that? Alrighty, well, let's get to it. So say goodbye. I mean, this looks fine, but this looks better. It's much more cohesive as a look overall. So here we go, just like all the other pieces. And it's interesting how they've kind of integrated the adhesive into that shape, which I think is a very smart play. Just making sure I got it centered. It still works. It does, it's a tighter fit, so, you have to kind of assist it along a little bit. But again, it looks cool, so it's totally worth it. So the final step is going to be the little cup holder piece, and we're just going to line this up, make sure it fits correctly, which looks lovely. So here we go. I'm going to just slide this out of the way. Same thing, 3 adhesive strips. Yeah, got it. Okay, so I'm going to just carefully line this up. Let's slightly bend it just so that it can really get in there properly on both sides. taking the adhesive backing off is the hardest part. That takes longer than the installation. That looks really good. Check it out. Make sure all the adhesive is nice and set. I'm going to get you in for a closer look. Check it out, friends. That is fantastic. Open that up. You can see it lines up perfectly in the middle. Again, it still gives you access, and it just feels good. It's just nice to continue this suede all the way up. Loving it. So again, looking at the whole car, we've got these beautiful door panel inserts. We've got the wood dash cover. We've got the steering wheel cover. And then we've got the center console cover. A huge thank you to Test Launch for sending me all of these fun goodies. I feel like a kid in a candy store with all of this. This is a lot of fun. My interior looks modern, it's fresh, it gives it a new look, and it only took a few minutes. So get some of this stuff for yourself. Check the link in the description. I'll pass along any savings I can with some coupon codes, hopefully, or a discount link. So check that out, and let them know Driven Dave sent you. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you could hit that like and subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Stay driven.